Hello everyone, and welcome to the introduction video for a new series I will be starting for the game White Day 1 Remake, Labyrinth Named School. White Day 1 Remake will have a config and tech video following the introduction video. There will not be a modding video for this game. Any links that are covered in this video will be in the description below. I hope you enjoy the information and that it gives you the best White Day 1 Remake experience you can have. This game was originally developed by Sonnori Corp. The remake is developed by ROI Games, Sonnori Corp, and Gachyon Soft. With all the confusion of multiple developer names mentioned, the remake is more or less made by the original developer, Sonnori. Sonnori is a South Korean developer who was formed in 1992 and was known for a game called Astonishia Story. It was the first widely successful RPG from South Korea. The original White Day from 2001 is a very good game in my opinion, and is a cult classic to those who know about it. It has a very creepy atmosphere, and the older looking graphics only add to its weird vibe. From my own experience having played the original and the remake, if you like the remake, then I would suggest you seek out the original. You may end up liking the original better for various reasons. I just don't want someone to think the original is not worth your time just because the remake exists. You can still find working builds of the original game on ModDB. There are a few users on there that have patched and updated the original to make them play more stable on today's PCs. However, it isn't going to be easy for most people to get it running though. It's an old game and will have its quirks and oddities regardless. In the future, I may play and cover the original game. It has been a long while now since I have played the original. In the end, the remake version is the way to go if you only intend to play this game once. I will provide links in the description to the various patches for the original version on ModDB. Look under all three categories on ModDB on the page for White Day, the original, such as files, add-ons, and mods. Shoutouts to the modder Emuya on ModDB. They are still keeping the original game going. They were the reason I was able to play the original White Day years and years ago. Checking out ModDB just now, Emuya has recently released an update in 2023. The remake was first released in 2015 for mobile devices, such as phones and tablets. In 2017, it was ported to PC and PlayStation 4 as an enhanced version. I was thrilled that it got a remake for PC, as I was a big fan of the original game. I also didn't want to play it on a mobile device. I don't want to spoil too much of this game just because it is pretty wild. A lot is going on with this game. If you are a horror game fan and you haven't heard about this game, I think you will get some enjoyment out of it. My biggest complaint would be the enemy AI. We'll get into that in the gameplay videos. This next section here, I'll call it guides, collections, endings, and other information. So guides. I will provide a link to a walkthrough collectible guide. The links will be made available in the first gameplay video of the series in the description. I want to go over this information here, though, just in case there are people who won't read the gameplay video's description. The next thing here is the collection. If this is your first time playing White Day 1 Remake, you may want to consider playing on normal first to give you a feel for the game, as some may find it very difficult. Then, with some familiarity and a desire to 100% the game, go back through on hard difficulty. I say 100%, there is a caveat to this. Technically, you need to play on Hell difficulty to get 100% in the game. You have to beat the game on normal to unlock hard, then you have to beat hard to unlock the Hell difficulty. Playing the Hell difficulty allows you to collect an additional 7 items called trophies. I've read that a patch to the game unlocks all difficulties now at the beginning. I don't know if this is true, as I've already beat normal and hard modes. All the difficulty modes are unlocked for me, which are very easy, easy, normal, hard, and hell. Also worth mentioning, the hard mode on the original game had a time limit. The one on the remake does not. Here's a way to consider normal mode versus hard mode besides the AI adjustments. On normal mode, you get to read about the ghosts, and on hard mode, you get to encounter them. That's more scary, right? Another thing that is interesting is the harder the difficulty you pick, the darker the game is. I don't know if a game mechanic like that is unique to White Day alone, but it is still cool regardless. I'll put a link in the description too about the different difficulty modes. I think the page covers the original and the remake together. So this collection guide that I'm talking about here, it will help you collect the following things. Ghosts, which are bosses here. There's a total of 6 ghost bosses. And then ghosts regular, of which there are 14. So 14 plus the 6 adds up to 20 total ghosts that you can read about and talk about or see. The next thing here would be the ghost stories, 20 of those total. So 20 stories, 20 encounters. Then the next thing you'll be able to collect is miscellaneous items, of which there are, I think, 49. Doodles, which are drawings. There's 10 of those. And then the already mentioned trophies, of which there are 7, which this guide does not cover, because this guide only covers playing through on hard mode and not the hell mode. So the ghosts are encounters with them. The ghost stories are written information about them. Miscellaneous items include things such as items used to solve the various puzzles in the game for progression, and things like healing items. Doodles are drawings you need to find that will unlock a secret character you can play as in a second playthrough. And then trophies are 3D model representations of 7 characters from the original game. This is similar to getting the bottle cap figures in Resident Evil 4. I will put individual links to these collectibles so you can get more information on them in the description. Another guide I will be linking to is regarding the endings in the game. This game has 10 total endings based on how you interact and talk with other characters. 2 of these endings are related to the secret character that you can play only on the PC version. I will not be showing all 10 endings, and I am also not going for a certain ending either. I intend for my responses to the characters in the game to be natural or organic, I guess, letting that lead to whichever ending I get. Last section here, other information / my justifications. I will be playing the game on hard mode, so I can show you 99.9% of the stuff in the game, minus those 7 trophies. Hell difficulty is just not something I want to mess with, considering how the AI is in this game. They act like all-knowing supercomputers and are pretty relentless at times. I've always wished for a mod to chill out the AI a little based on the difficulty used. Given that this game was made in the Unity engine and not very popular, I don't expect that to ever happen. Please reference the trophy link if you want more information on that collectible for the Hell difficulty. For the sake of my sanity with this game, I just want to focus on the main game. I don't have plans to play the secret character that you unlock from collecting the doodles. The character was not playable in the original release of the remake on mobile devices and is a PC/PlayStation exclusive. Not only do you need to find the doodles, which I will be showing you where they are, you also need to get certain endings in the first playthrough as well. If not, the secret character won't even show, even if you have found all of the doodles. I'm not a master at this game, but I have enough to focus on trying to show you the normal stuff on the hard difficulty. A lot of things are very cryptic in this game, and I don't want to promise that I will show a secret character that I may not even be able to get unlocked. In my research, I've discovered new information that I didn't know. The original release of the remake on mobile devices has unlimited saves. I don't know if that is true for every difficulty, but it may be. The PC release of the remake, they changed it to be like the original game was back in 2001. You would use a limited amount of felt tip pens to save at notepads, similar to using ink ribbons to save at typewriters in Resident Evil. Odd choice to make the saves unlimited in the mobile version. Another odd choice is that the PC version of the remake utilizes an autosave function. I mean, this is a survival horror game after all, so it is a little weird they made those adjustments. But know that they are there. Please understand that this is not how I will handle extra content in all games regarding this secret character. For some games, I will make exceptions for how I handle them, such as this one. If you would like to see a video about this secret character after my playthrough, please see this link to the YouTube channel John Wolf, as he has a detailed video regarding a playthrough as this character. The link will be in the first and last gameplay video description. The genre this game falls under would be stealth, survival, horror, adventure. I'd like to cover the game releases in the series. So the first release was White Day 1, Labyrinth Named School, on PC in 2001. Then White Day 1 Remake, Labyrinth Named School, was released on mobile devices in 2015. Then White Day 1 Remake, Labyrinth Named School, was released on PC and PlayStation 4 in 2017. Then White Day VR, The Courage Test, was released on PC in 2020. And then White Day 2, Flower That Tells Lies, episodes 1 through 3, was released in 2023. So the White Day 2 is an episodic type game. I've played the original and the remake on PC. The VR game I don't know anything about other than it's VR and it takes place in room 1-1. And it's VR only as far as I know. You can't play it regularly. So if you don't have VR, then you're not going to be able to play it. So it isn't a full game or anything. It just takes place in one room from what I've read. I have not yet played White Day 2 either. Steam reviews don't look very good, and Sonnori didn't develop it. I still want to play it regardless, but that's about all I know. So how long to beat on White Day 1 Remake is roughly about 10 hours to 15 hours total. If you're new to the game, it's going to take a while. So in the next video, we will be getting into the configuration and technical side of things. I will record the desktop of my PC, folder view on one side, and my notes of what to adjust on the other side of the screen. So thank you very much for watching this, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.